Back. We're here at Halifax. We're going to be debuting what's coming to the Howling Wolf Disc Golf store, and that's going to be Thought Space. So I have 8 Thought Space, unless you count the Temple, which then I have 9. And I'm going to be throwing them through the Quick 9 here at Halifax. So let's get to it. All right, that'll probably be the last time y'all see that intro. But we've got Thought Space Athletics coming to the store. They are live now, and you can now get them at howlingwolfdiscgolf.com. So I'm going to do a warm-up shot. I'm going to use the MVP Trail to warm up. And yeah. Not bad. But let's see what we're going to actually throw here. I think we're going to throw, yeah. We're going to throw the Thought Space Colette. I can't pronounce this name. Oh well. And the Ethos plastic. Let's see how she goes. Came out a little hyzer, and a little high, but not bad. So, all right. So this is where it landed. Sorry for the leaves sound. A lot of leaves. So basket's up here. This is where the Colette land. Still can't pronounce it. And we're gonna try the Thought Space Temple. It's in the Nerve plastic. And I don't know if I want to split these trees or Anheuser. I think I'm gonna split these trees, at least attempt to. Not bad. Parked up by the tree. Let's go put this in for par. All right. Let's go. First par of the day, and I just dropped that. So, what I'm putting with is the Wren from Stokely Disc. I recommend them, and I really love these. These are my putting putters. You can check them out at howlingwolfdiscgolf.com. All right, we're at hole 2 here at Halifax, 257 feet. I'm going to be throwing the Omen. I love this stamp. It looks so weird and neat. I just love all the stamps from Thought Space. It's on another level in my opinion. So, let's see if I can get this through that gap. The Omen. It's right at the gap. I hit that tree, but that's okay. Actually looked pretty good. So, right here in the opening, basket's right there. I would not usually be throwing with an overstable approach disc here, but I think I'm going to try and aim for this right gap and let it fade toward the basket. A little risky because there's not much of a gap there. Or just go straight at the basket. Sit. So originally I would not be throwing that disc. I would be throwing the Juju etching disc and just throw it straight at the basket. See if I can get this there. See, Juju, Ching disc. You can get those on howlingwolfdiscgolf.com as well. This is going to be a tough one. It landed way back here. And then I gotta do this awkward side step. Oh, come on. Well, it's okay. Only hole 2. We still got this. All right, we're gonna be throwing the nuance here. There's a gap here and there's a gap there. We're gonna try and get this to just turn and follow this line and hopefully not shank it. Nice turn, straight. Ooh, fade it before it got to the basket. But it did pretty good. It went straight. I was hoping for a little bit more turn. But let's see what we can got. It's gonna be a fun shot. It's It's right on outside circle 2. Oh, it's inside circle 2. But got all these trees. Basket straight there. Maybe a little upshot forehand on the left hand might actually be best. Well, that roll saved me. You know, I ricocheted off 2 trees. Now, I wouldn't call this a tap in, but it should be relatively gimme. Yeah. Alright, originally I would throw a putter here, but I don't have any thought space putters to throw here. So we're going to be throwing the Ethos Pathfinder. Wow. And I love this color with this red stamp. It's pretty. And I'm going to try and just get it down there. I've never thrown this before, so let's see how it works. I have a feeling it's going to turn a little. So that's what we want. Oh, I mean, it's stuck on the line. That's for sure. I think we're going to actually throw the Pathfinder again. It's not quite into approach range. I'm probably going to take a bogey here. So, I mean, it will be a tight, nice sidearm, but I don't really have it with my right hand. I'm going to take a bogey here, but I really would like to get it out. So, let's see, is there a step out this way by chance? There's a tighter gap this way. So I guess we're just going to try and pipe it. See how it works. Well, I mean, it's out. I can maybe approach for par, get a bogey. This is right outside the circle. Circle's probably right about there. I think I should run it instead of trying to approach. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to try and run it with the Oakley disc. Rin. Not bad. Faded right before the basket. A little short, but not bad. All right, so we're going to be throwing the construct here. The last hole I did bogey. I didn't get the putt. All right, so now we're on hole 5. And it's a 307 foot par 3. I'm going to try and get the construct to go down there. I don't know how this is going to fly. It says it's 6 -1 2. But, you know, flight numbers don't really matter. So let's see. I mean, it's really nice. I just don't have the distance, but that was really nice. Kind of turned a little bit. Kind of flew straight to its numbers. All right, I'm on the ditch. So I'm going to put y'all on top of the ditch. All right. Not bad. Not nearly bad at all. Just a simple approach with the temple. Maybe a little Annie. Maybe. Oh, that did not come out with an Annie. Yikes. Save par. Nice. They just grab chains. Love these Stokely discs. The Rins. Can't talk them up enough. All right. This is hole number 6. What's the hole? 536 par 4. It's over here by this barn over here. Got 2 gaps I can go through. I'm going to try and go through this other gap. This is the Synapsis by Thought Space. 12503. I really have no business throwing this, but when in Rome, let's see how we can get it to fly. All right. Try and hang it out right before it can come closer to that thing, that gap. I'm okay with that. All right, we're not quite ready for the approach yet. Guess it's time to debut something else coming to the site. This is a team one, so y'all wouldn't say team, but these will be actually on the site here soon. They are made out of wood. They are shellacked for they don't deteriorate so fast, but if you happen to leave them on the course, they will deteriorate and turn back into wood. So that's why we went with these, because I don't want to see plastic. And minis are easy to lose. But yeah, nice little Hollywood mini. Those will be on the site very soon. And we're going to throw the synapsis and try and get it through this gap here. So we want to make sure we hit that gap. Gap cured. Now we got an approach. Let's go. All right, now just a simple approach with the temple. And we should be able to make a par at least. I'm going to try and hang it out wide, let it come back down with that hill at the building. Oh, no, I'm not. Whew. Guess I'm not going to make it hang out wide. Definitely will say it's not the disc fault. That was definitely my fault. We're going to circle the edge, maybe. Yes, let's go. Yes. And we're going to be throwing this Aurora Crux. It's kind of like neutron plastic, I guess. So, a little overstable. Be throwing it left-handed. Don't laugh. Because I don't have a right-hand forehand. And, yeah. So, let's see what we can get this up there to do. I actually think that's going to be good. I like that. I don't even have an approach. It's right here inside the, I wouldn't say it's inside the circle. Pretty close though. Huh. Anyways, not doing a step putt anyways. I'm trying to sink this in. Too low. It's a par. All right, hole 11, 331 feet. Last cup, the Animus and Aurora Plastic. Numbers on this 12502. Sorry, 11502. So I don't know how this is gonna fly. So thinking I'm just gonna put it out to the right and let it fade by the numbers. So see how this goes. Animus. All right. A little flip up. And a nice little fade. Okay. Actually, I think I like that disc. Right, so that's where it landed. Not bad. I actually like where it landed. Had to tie my shoe. So, and actually, speaking of which, quick side note, we're going to actually do like a little advertising ad here. If you're in the market for shoes, the shoes I'm wearing now are Howling Wolf disc golf shoes. They're called Fairways. They're nice. They're comfortable. There you got a thin toe, so you can feel the ground underneath you, and a nice thick heel for when you pivot. So check those out. They're $69.99 on the website plus shipping. You won't regret it. I love them. They're comfortable. They breathe, and in the summer, your feet sweat. They breathe. So I mean, it's kind of like wearing sandals without wearing sandals. So let's see if I can get this. Oh, come on, that came out a little anhyzer. It'll putt for par. Much to tap in, but It is a guaranteed tap in there. Kind of feel like this is like a little bit more overstable zone. Huh. I don't know. When we get to the review corner, speaking of which, I totally forgot. We got a new review corner. So stay tuned after I get done. And we'll be showing the new review corner when I review these. Not these. Well, actually, I might throw these in too, because I love these. Our final haul, 373 uphill. This is going to be the final haul for the Quick 9. I want to throw the Nuance here and keep this one. But I want to throw this and see how it actually flies, since both of these got thrown in the woods. So first, the one I'm actually going to keep, the Nuance. Got a little tailwind, so that might help it. Ooh, that's pretty. Just sit down flat. Nice. All right, Pathfinder. Oh, high. Also nice. I'd be happy with either one of those. All right, so this is where the Nuance landed. Only problem is, still not close enough for me to really get the temple there. So we're gonna try and get the crux there instead. Kind of like how this crux flies. Let's see how it flies on a backhand. It's a little wide, let it fade toward the basket. It's only more accurate with my run-ups. Don't make sense to me either, but I am more accurate with my run-ups. Okay, not as overstable as I was expecting, but it did fade right at the end of its flight. I did keep it low. That's my fault. And could I try the tempo? Let's see how the tempo would actually went. See, my original approach disc, I think I actually would have thrown here. So, I mean, I got it there, and it's a lot better. Maybe I should have thrown the tempo. I gotta trust my disc. Of course, these aren't my disc anymore. Well, they are now. But anyways, this is a putt and a half uphill. I mean, it's right in line with the basket, though. So, can't move it so mad. All right. Oh, come on. Well, darn. Bogey to end the day. So, did a quick 9 with Thought Space Disc. These are now available at howlingwolfdiscoff.com and in store. So are these Stokely Disc Ren. And let's go to the review corner. And we are here at the review corner. This is also where I'll be doing live streams and debate nights when those start coming, because I have a whole computer set up over here. So, first off disc is the Pathfinder. It did a phenomenal job in my opinion. It flew exactly how I expected, more of a negative one, but honestly, perfect disc. I am going to keep these discs in my bag for a little while before I can, figure out if I like them or not a bit more. And so, sticking with the Pathfinder, I think it's going to be a great disc for going straight at the target with a little bit of a turn and a little bit of fade. More of a kind of like a hex without the overmold. I think that's what this mold is actually at. Is more of a hex or a streamlined echo. It is dead flat. Still love this art. This art's beautiful in my opinion. Now we're also going to talk about the crux. The crux did really well. It's not as overstable as I was hoping. I was actually hoping it more to be like a pyro, but it wasn't like the pyro. So still stable, but not as overstable as I was hoping. I'm going to throw this a little bit more too, and actually all these discs are going to get thrown a little bit more. But I do I really was hoping a little bit more overstable, more like a pyro, but it is overstable, just more on the end of its flight instead of the whole flight. So the one I can't pronounce, we got the Coles. Coles. You can put down in the comments if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. And put a how you pronounce this. Coalesce or coalescence, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, this disc, the flight numbers were 9503. It did do pretty much what I wanted it to do. I did leave it a little high on that initial throw, but it did give me a chance to, approach for par. So I can't be mad at it. No turn, but I did put it on hyzer, so that could be my fault. But doesn't expect it out of the numbers 9503. More of a nice control driver, but I definitely like this disc as well. The nuance or nuisance, the nuance or nuisance, nuisance. Sorry, nuance. My bad. I do love the art. This American flag on the blue. It's just it's gorgeous. So I do like this. It did fly nice on the last hole, hole 9, because it did just fly dead straight, just straight down to the ground. And honestly, I think this disc, even if I go back to a mixed bag, I might, but this disc will definitely probably be staying in my bag for a while. Of course, I'm going to be throwing it some more too. This disc surprised me. This is the Animus, and this disc did actually. The Animus was a freaking amazing disc. I will gladly throw this again. It did flip up the flat. This is 174 grams. It flipped up the flat and just rode straight, and with the subtle fade, just an amazing disc. I still think this is the trace mold, but and the fact that it stood up, yeah, it might actually be. But I uh, I love the Animus. It did fly straight to its numbers. Actually, it flew a little understable comparative, and flipped up the flat and faded. And I will gladly throw this again. One of my favorite discs out of what I threw today. This, I think the only thing I like about this is the stamp. It is an overstable 9-speed, and I'm put this more on par with the FD3 Fireball. Actually, I feel like it is a Fireball, but without the overmold. But it's still just about as stable as Fireball. So if you like the Fireball, but just you're like me and don't really care for the overmold, I really don't care for overmolds. Don't know why, but the Omen, yeah, I mean the Omen did great. Okay, now my favorite, even though I had no business throwing it, this disc did what I wanted it to do both times I threw it. And this is the Synapse, and I love it. Numbers were 12503. I feel like this is a dimension in neutron plastic, but without the overmold, so not as overstable. Workable, love the art. So, yeah, Synapse, good hardy disc. Now we have the Construct. This disc on hole 5 did exactly what I wanted. I wish I would have pushed it further. I should have pushed it further and harder, but I didn't. And honestly, I think it will be a phenomenal disc. It's like a lower speed, more of a 9-speed feel in the hand, in my opinion, but could be wrong. This, I think, is going to be like my uh, control drivers, but not at the control spot. But this disc is amazing. And that was it. That was, oh, no, it is not it. The Temple. Temple, honestly, if I had to compare this to the disc I throw, it's more overstable than a Zone. So, I would actually say the temple is more like in between an owl from Stokely Disc and a zone from Discraft. Um, if you haven't thrown a hammer, maybe closer to a Ninkin hammer. Uh, really good profile. Feels good in the hand. Numbers on it was 4303, which is basically an approach. It does have a weird feel in this nerve plastic. Feels like a putter, but from inspecting it, from throwing it on almost every approach today, it did really well, actually. So, yeah, the Temple by Thought Space is not bad. It's going to stay in my bag for a little while, but then I think I might actually switch back to my Owl. A review on the Owl will be coming up. If you like today's video, this is all the Thought Space disc I have. Every now and then I will do single disc, and will be my new review corner for that. So yeah, that was Thought Space. Thank you for watching. Keep throwing.